Hello guys, the Two Chosen Ones here, and today we're back with another video. Today is only going to be me, Dylan. There's two people on this channel. It's called the Two Chosen Ones for a reason. It's Dylan and Adam. I'm Dylan. So here's our first video. It is going to be simply comparing the B1 battle droids versus the B2 super battle droid models. This is just a first thing that we've made. It's pretty simple, but it took a lot of work, probably an hour or two. But I feel pretty strong about it. I'm probably gonna show Adam this video before I upload it. Just want to make sure it's good and stuff. We're gonna definitely start to do collabs and stuff for this, like actually like sitting next to each other. So as you can tell, oh wait, right here. The pointer ain't worth it. Right here is B1 battle droid. It is your standard Star Wars droid, basically. And here's your B2 super battle droid. I'm assuming you guys know what both those are. So here are the rules. We are really trying to keep this legit, little to no bias involved. They will be judged off of efficiency, cost, battle skills / armory / their weaponry. They will, in this particular one, they're not going to be judged by their size. Like, I'm not just like, if they're big, then like, that doesn't mean they get more points. That just means like, if it's practical for what it's doing, its size. And then its practicalness / multi-purposeness, like if it can be used for multiple things. And they'll get a 1 out of 10 rating on that. There are 0.5s and stuff like that, and then we'll add all those up to get a total rating. We get our sources from these two websites right here. And other than that, let's get into the chunk of the video. The background knowledge of the B1 battle droid. It is often referred to as battle droids very simply because they are used so much more in the B2 super battle droid. They were used during the Clone Wars era as mostly standard ground units. They were your very common unit. They first appeared in the Battle of Naboo, but they've appeared in so many battles, it's not even funny. So, when the Confederacy of Independent Systems, aka the CIS, lost the war, they were deactivated for little use by the Empire. They actually mainly just sold them to whoever wanted to buy them, black market, stuff like that. Next slide. Background information on the B2 Super Battle Droid. It is often referred to as the Super Battle Droid due to them being superior to the B1. It's supposed to be B1, but I accidentally put B exclamation point. Battle Droids. They were used much less than the B1 type, although one thing people do not recall is their strength. They actually could lift up clones and possibly even throw them during battles. There's actually, if you watch the Clone Wars series, in one of the battles, Super Battle Droid picks up a clone. Yeah, so, yeah. If you guys didn't know that, there you go. Although there are many types of the B2 model, like the B2 RP battle droid. I believe that's the rocket type. They have like a rocket arm where they can like shoot rockets. But today we're just talking about your standard B2 super battle droid. The one right here. Has no rocket arm. Has no jetpack. Nothing like that. May the battle begin. Boom. Efficiency. The B1 battle droids. The B1 battle droids alone could hardly take out any clones, although there are millions, maybe billions, I'm going to assume millions, but it gives them a huge numbers advantage, and they're always going to be like 10 to 1 in the ratio of clone troopers to droids. And with so many droids firing at once, they're just bound to hit the target. They're just bound to. I mean, it's just like pitching in baseball. Eventually you're going to throw a strike, or eventually you're going to hit the ball, or eventually something's going to happen. Although their attack is not very flexible because they're always straight in line and they never have any like barriers or anything. they're very vulnerable for flanks and grenades and stuff like that. So yeah. Efficiency for the B2 Super Battle Droid. The B2 units are less in numbers, as seen less in battle, obviously, but do pose quite a threat when they are on the battlefield. Star Wars.wikaya.com says this is due to the B1's cheaper price tag. On a battle, there were often 100 B1 battle droids for every B2 super battle droid. Although on the Battle of Geonosis, I think it was less. But like for your standard Clone Wars battle, yeah. I mean, you see, there's 3 here and there's 4. But look at all the dead or deactivated. I don't even know what a dead droid's called. Probably just dead, which shows how much they are less used. Although this does not mean they are less efficient, is what I meant to put. Whilst, on the other hand, they are well armed and can take out a clone or 2 in their lifetime. Yeah, they are pretty lethal. I wouldn't want to get in one of their way. The cost for the B1 battle droid. As for effective cost, is what I meant to put. The B1s are very cost effective because they have no brain. They simply actually have a wire hooked up to a giant radio thing for their brain. That's why Anakin took out that giant, I'm thinking of the name of the space station. Yeah, the radio was in that, and it blew up. Thus, all the regular battle droids deactivated. I'm not sure if it's the same for the super battle droid. Probably not. But they're very cheap. I mean, you could see mass production going on here in the Geonosis labs. So, very cost effective. The B2 Super Battle Droid, you could assume that I didn't find any information. I looked and looked and looked, but couldn't find any. Yeah, here's the rocket model I was talking about, rocket arm, and it's just different types and all that. I did not find any information, but you could assume that it doesn't cost a lot, but it costs more than the B1. I mean, if you guys can find anything, please put it in the comments. I would update this slideshow. The battle abilities. The B1 battle droid, as a single unit, does not possess a whole lot of strength, or much of a threat or strength. But when they're armed, multiple pose much more of a threat. As you can see in the Battle of Naboo, there were just so many that what are they called? I forgot. Jar Jar Binks species, whatever they're called. I'm thinking they couldn't take them out. They're armed with E5 blaster rifle and thermal detonators. Thermal detonators are basically grenades, which, if used right, they are effective. Although the droids very hardly use their thermal detonators. The E5 blaster rifle is actually a decent weapon. I'm not sure if it's automatic or semi-automatic. I mean, from the games I've played with it seems like it's automatic, but it doesn't completely fire automatic. They use it like a semi-automatic. And it generates a lot of heat. So when humans use it, it's really uncomfortable to use. So really, they normally, clones, when they lose their weapon, they don't normally pick up droid weapons because, like, I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's just a whole lot. Yeah, it gets really hot. Battle abilities for the B2 Super Battle Droid. The B2 is often judged by their dual wrist blaster, which it's actually really good. So I don't blame people why. It could quickly exterminate clones. What I noticed is that when the B2 units are aiming, they could be walking while they're aiming. Well, the regular B1s, they're just sitting there, and they have to like aim and stuff. When the B2s are like walking while they're firing and moving their arm while they're walking and all that. And it could very quickly exterminate clones. I noticed that their fires do quite a lot of damage, it seems. They also have strength, as talked about earlier, which is helpful for moving and throwing, whatever. You could use strength for a lot of things. Size, this does not matter, but I went ahead and researched, because why not? for this type of versus, size is not a huge factor. Yada yada yada. The B2 Super Battle Droid is 1.91 meters, while the B1 Battle Droid is actually 1.93 meters. So it is just a hair taller, which I don't know if it's actually accurate in the picture, but you can see that it is. Yeah, but for a unit of this purpose, size does not matter when there's such a minimal difference. I mean, honestly, for a ground trooper, you need a decent size, but I mean, you don't need to be huge either. You just need about a human size. That's about perfect. Practicalness slash multi-purposeness. B1 Battle Droid is mainly used as a ground unit. It just walks and shoots basically, but it could be used for a lot of other purposes. It could operate vehicles, fly ships, and even be used for recreation, which, believe it or not, in the Clone Wars on Mandalore, there was a kid who reprogrammed all of them just to be his servants, which are used for many purposes. So, yeah, obviously, very flexible, but still, they're robots. They have to be programmed and all that. Practicalness slash multi-purposeness for the B2 Super Battle Droid. It was actually only really used for two purposes, guarding and assault attacks. So really only offense and defense. Very few scenarios that they're used for the other. Actually, as a matter of fact, you could see them, they're guarding the harbor slash ship bay, whatever it's called, when Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin in Episode 3 assault the ship to try to save the Chancellor. You see that they're guarding it, but clearly R2-D2 makes some quick work of them. So yeah. I feel like the B2 units are a lot smarter than the B1. The B1s are always just like, what do we do? And stuff like that. So although they are very good at these two jobs, they are very good at the two jobs that they do. Yeah, that's basically what I just said. Overview. They both have ups and downs. The topic for the B1 droid rating here in this column, efficiency, they got a 4.5 out of 10. The cost, very, very cost effective, 9.5 out of 10. I really feel like that's one of the best things they got. You can make so many of them for such a little cost. Especially because that radio thing, you don't have to actually put a brain in them. You just gotta get a radio and just like something that could like transfer the radio into actual movements and stuff. Battle abilities, 4 out of 10. They're not perfect, but as a group, they could take out a good legion of clones. Multi-purposeness slash practicalness, 8 out of 10. They can do a lot of things, but I mean, they're not like a human. They're not like a clone trooper. They can't just, yeah, you know what I'm going with this. B2 Super Battle Droid. Efficiency, 5.5 out of 10. I feel like they definitely could take out more clones in their lifetime than a B1. The cost, 7 out of 10. That's just an assumption. Battle abilities, 5 out of 10. I do feel like they're better than the B1, but there's so many things that are better than both of those that I had to keep them at a low rating. Like a droid eco would be a 7 out of 10, so for something like that. Multi-purposeness slash practicalness, 8 out of 10 for the B1. I've already said that. 6 out of 10 for the B2 Battle Droid. I didn't give it like lower because I really felt like when it's stuff that it does do, it's very good at it. So total, the B1 wins in just general betterness, actually, by 2.5 points. I feel like both of them, at their jobs, they can execute, but I feel like the B2 would be a better defender. It definitely could take out a decent amount of clones in a decent amount of time due to these two little things right here. The B1, assault, pretty good, although the B1, it's kind of dumb. When, like, defense, I don't feel like it's too good. It's just like, what do we do? In attack, it could just march and take out a decent amount of troops. I feel like Super Battle Droid is smarter, and, like, they approached R2-D2, which was not very smart. Summary. B1 Battle Droid won because, number 1, they work well as a group. Number 2, they're very cheap and cost effective. And number 3, they could do many things on and off the battlefield. It was close because number one, the B2 battle droid is efficient. The B2 super battle droid is good on the battlefield, and number three, the B2 is good at doing what it does. Like this video? Did you not like the results? Did you like the results? Go to the comment section and tell us. Please do so. If you guys feel like the B1s completely suck and the B2 are amazing, tell us. I don't care. I just want feedback. If you think it's accurate, please tell me. I was surprised myself when I starting to add up. I'm like, wait, the B1, like everyone thinks the B2 are better, and they are. But for general war, the B1 is better. Like, everyone thinks super battle droids, just because they're super battle droids, are good. But they're not too cost effective. It's kind of like solar panels. Like, yeah, eventually they will pay up. And they're clean. But, like, it takes time. I don't know, that was a bad comparison, now that I think about it. Go to the description for a link to the slideshow. That will be the first link. A link to the slideshow. And, you guys there can actually see it, and it'll be updated and whatnot. So anyway, if you guys liked the video, tell us. Please. It takes a lot of work to make that slideshow. And please check out those websites. And other than that, holy cow, this video only takes 32 MB. Holy cow. Well, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like. If you didn't, I guess drop a dislike. So anyways, I'm going to end the recording here and probably send it to Adam and ask him if he likes it.